are you this morning? I am just plugging everything in so I don't lose power. How are you all this morning? We have another portrait and bird to get painting, and I am going to be working on this week. So we have a correction, and this is my fault. It's not a Bonin woodpecker, it's a Bonin Grosbeak. So I'm going to just correct that, and I should have corrected it and put it on. I did put it on this video, but I will also correct it on here. Let me turn down my volume. Good morning. Hi, Janan. Hi, C. Good morning, Maria. Hello, Alexandra. Bonjour, bonjour. Okay, so thank you, Alexandra, because you corrected me. I'm not sure what happened when I was planning, whether I just spelt it wrong. But yeah, it's the Bonin Grosbeak, which is a type of finch. I just have to get my apron on because I didn't have that on. Time goes so quickly in the morning. Even when I wake up early, it goes so quickly. Hi, Louisa. Good morning, Julie. Bonjour, bonjour. All right, let's get started. I have a couple of photos of portraits that I want to work on, but I need to choose one. So I'm just going to go into my museum app, and I'm going to go to my saved images. It looks like, did I not save that one? Hang on, maybe it's in my, oh no, it's probably on my phone. Okay, so I thought I saved it. So because the bird is, let's have a look at the bird again. This is my thought process. Where is the bird gone? Here it is. The bird is facing this way. I can either do the male, which I wanted to do the male because, but I do like the positioning of the female. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that so it's in my most recent images. This is my thought process. This is what I go through. It does fly by fast. It totally does fly by fast. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I pick a portrait, because I did have a couple of portraits that I wanted to do. I'm looking at light is really important. Yesterday's portrait I was really happy with how the light caught her face. I think I probably could have paid a little bit more attention to the bird and given him the same light. But that, it's okay because I like how she turned out. This one has a little bit less light. It's a little bit flat. This one definitely has more light, and I also didn't pay attention too much to the bird, the light on the bird. So I'm being very consistent in my mistakes. And this one is a little flat. I mean, there is light on her face here, but it's very subtle. So we have the two portraits with a lot of strong light. And then I will also look at, for example, direction. So I've got one girl pointing to the left. I then have one to the right. So I'm trying to mix it up with the birds as well. Then I have one that goes to the left and then one to the right. So I need one that goes to the left. But I can change it, which is fine. So if I was to look for these, so I've added, I thought I added my other, I did add. Okay, so maybe I just didn't refresh. So let's have a look in here now and see if I refresh. Yes, okay, they are here. So I did. So I need one that's going to the right, but I can change it up. I really like this girl and how she is. I don't think the bird really emits that energy, so I'm not sure, but okay, so let's go here. I'm going to crop it. So this is Stacy Patrice. And this is how I'm going to turn my photo. Save to photos, go out, go to photos, and my photo should be down here. And I'm going to edit, crop, and flip the image. So now I have her facing that way, and the birds are facing, so I can use this bird that I like and just put the colors of the red one on. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have a little bit light on her face, not a whole bunch of light. I have teeth, which I really didn't want too many teeth, but it's okay. So that is what I am going to work on. And that's how I figure out like positioning and the portrait. Hi Tash. Hi Amy. Did I say hi to you, Amy? Hi Lou. Good morning. Oh, you're up early. Alexandra says, will you ever do portraits facing us or even with their back turned? Alexandra said, the bird used to belong to some Pacific island close to Japan. Yes, I read that. And apparently it's been around for 12 million years or something like that. Will I ever do portraits facing? No, I'm practicing I probably didn't mention this, but I'm practicing my profiles. This one is turned a little bit towards us, but I'm going to try and keep the series as a profile series. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to practice because I find profiles quite difficult. So I thought that would be a good practice for me. So let's get started because I have to boogie on. How is everybody and how are you enjoying your birds this month? Thank you, Tash. Tash says, love them. They look amazing. That's very sweet of you. Okay, so we have her. I'm going to have her hair. I'm going to have the bird up here. And then her hair is going to definitely need to be back here. Looking at the shape of her head and her hair. Her ear is up here. And then her face, just looking at this bit, comes out a little bit. And then her nose, it's quite an expressive photo. I'm not sure if it really goes with the bird, but we will we'll see how it turns out. Sometimes it's just a matter of liking the portrait and then the bird's just got to fit in. That's what I think anyway. And I was going to do the whole, you know, thinking about important figures and maybe celebrating them, but I want to keep it a little bit light and just enjoy the process of portrait and birds. Doesn't always have to be or give significance in, you know, any way in particular other than enjoying the process. So we have a really steep angle here to get to the top of her neck and the neck muscle here and her top. Okay, so that's just the base. I think I've got this angle a little bit wrong. I need to go up a little bit. So if you are here and you are a Patreon, you should have received emails yesterday with links to the meets that you have to register for We're having 2 birthday meets this week. The first one is tomorrow. It's Maria's birthday. And they're going to be catch up and draws because I need to get these done. So there won't be anything specific other than bring your work and let's paint together on Zoom in the morning. And then Thursdays is with C because it's her birthday on Thursday. Love our Sagittarian girls. It's my mum's birthday on Thursday too. Okay, let's just get the ear shape in. This bit is wrong. Come in a little bit, and then we've got her hair back here. Just looking at the light and dark areas really where her teeth are. Also, if you have signed up for the Painting Hands Peacefully, you will get a link today with a reminder of tomorrow, and the Padlet link will be in there as well, so you can all look at the images that we're going to be doing. Hi Martina, good afternoon. Hi Sarah. Maria's like, yippee! I don't know if I'm going to be able to make you a cake though. I guess I could go out and make, I may be able to make my almond cake for you, Maria. You just won't be able to eat it. Okay, so I'm going to do this image of the grosbeak. So another way you can also manipulate your image is, I don't know if you see, so when you've got it in like this, you can take it into something like Procreate if you wanted to, but also you have the ability to, you know, shift how your bird is, position it. The only thing with this is that it crops it here. So what I do is I usually just look at it like this and then see where it has been cropped from. So I want the beak here. Look at that beak. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I think I did the beak too big. So the tail is going to go up here right to the edge. Come down. Yeah, the beak is like a little bit too big, I think. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller because if not, it's going to look odd on this grosbeak. Again, you're drawing from an illustration, so I mean you can make it quite your own in some ways. I'm sure this is quite a good representation of the bird. So I'm just trusting that it's like this. Okay, and then we've got a back leg that is up here, coming down. I'm gonna have to make the feet maybe a little bit more curled so that it looks like it's grabbing onto her hair. And then this one I'm going to put a little bit wider. By the end of the month I'll be able to figure out the feet positioning and everything. Right now I think I'm just learning. Okay, and then the tail it's almost like a fan. Okay, I think I can get, I'm gonna reset and done, cancel. All right, we have the sketch, means we can start the painting. Now her face is definitely more on the reddish brown, so I think I'm gonna go opposite and do almost like a, what color have I not done? I should probably do more greens maybe, because also the grosbeak, I was looking at this one, but I wanted to do this one, the red one. So let me change this up here a little bit. If not, I'm gonna end up not using the male. Okay, so this is going to be more red down to here. All red, and then this is going to be like a light color, and then all this will be brown. Okay, good. Whew, nearly didn't do that, and then I would have been kicking myself for not paying attention. All right, let's get started. Meryl, good morning, Meryl. I still haven't seen any birds from you. I'm waiting for your birds so that I can share them, Meryl. Okay, let's get started. I have my palette here that I'm gonna start by putting a little bit further down my colors. Actually, I'll keep this white. Oh, that wasn't white. I think I'm gonna go more with like a turquoise. What colors do I have? I have the dark. I don't want a dark background. I want a light background. I do have a turquoise, and I have a green. I think I need to go more lighter, maybe a lighter green. Let's have a look. No, they're all in the kind of same, they're all in that same family, but that's okay. Who else is painting birds this morning? I'd love to know. Let me know what you're doing, what you're up to. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up so that this video gets seen by others. If not, it doesn't get seen very much. So give me a thumbs up. I know 6 of you. Give me a thumbs up. Louise says, I am trying. And C says, of course, painting birds. Are you all doing the grosbeak? Somebody had done the grosbeak already yesterday. Like, that person is getting ahead, and I'm trying to think who it was. Should I do more of, maybe I'll do more of a yellow. I think that would be almost like a light orange, maybe. Let's try. I'm gonna have to put white with it because if not, it won't cover. So we'll get the background in first. So that we can put a pattern on it. See how I can still see the pencil marks because it's a light color. I don't mind it so much here where the hair is because that's going to be darker. C says, of course she's painting birds. Louisa says, I'm doing a self-portrait with a pigeon. Oh, cool. And Janan says, playing with oils and birds. Ah. And C says, yes, Patricia painted tomorrow's bird. Oh, okay. She's getting ahead. You're right. It was Patty. Maybe. I know that she's always really busy, and I think she's in London, so she's probably getting ahead so that she doesn't have to do too much. Or she knows that she's got a busy day ahead of her, which is great. And I know that in Australia they are a little bit ahead, so sometimes you see birds posted like 10-12 hours ahead of time. Okay, I'm gonna have to go over this bit, I think. I don't want that. I don't want the pencil marks here, so I'm gonna have to go over that bit. And I am needing to loosen up a little bit down here because I'm using a lot of paint. Lou says just drinking coffee and watching. Amy says grosbeaks are pretty social. One followed us on a walk and chirped away. Ah, lovely. I don't know if I've ever seen a grosbeak, which I'm not very happy about because I think they look really nice. We saw lots of birds in England. Thrushes and pheasants and pigeons. We saw this, oh, I was thinking about you, Louisa. We saw this pigeon. It looked like stonewash jeans. It was amazing. It was like a painted one. You know how sometimes you get painted, what are they called? Painted horses, you know, the ones that are multicolored. It looked like that. Like it looked like it was a mix. Oh, it was very cool. And we saw a lot of blue tits and green tits and woodpeckers and those parakeets and oh, what are they called? They came every day. I can't remember their names. Bunting. One of my favorite songbirds is a bunting. I don't know if we have buntings in England. We must have buntings in England. Anyone from England can tell me if there's a bunting. Okay, this is drying up here, so I can put a little bit of this color up here as well. I've used all my yellow that I had. I almost lost my brush. Okay, so see how this goes over? Hopefully it stays like that. I am going to be putting a pattern on this as well. So I think my bird and finishing my portrait took about an hour and a half to 2 hours yesterday. Extra. So hopefully this isn't going to take that long, but it may. I guess it doesn't really matter when you're enjoying something a lot. Oops. Okay, don't really love down here either. Oh, where did that colour come from? Uh-oh. I think a little bit of blue got in there. I'll make it a little bit darker down here. And just blend it up into this area. Okay. A pattern. A pattern. I think we need to go pink with the pattern. I'm gonna change my brush to a smaller brush. I kind of like the pattern that she's got on her shirt, so I may take a little bit of that inspiration and let's have a look how we can do this. Okay, I need quite a lot of pink. I can take a darker pink and a lighter pink. I'm just going to take the direction of the pattern in the back as inspiration. The yellow isn't quite dry up here. You can tell it's because it's lifting. Like up here. That needs to dry a little bit more. let's take the lighter color and do something else in between. Just trying to add like larger elements, not 100%. This is really, I'm just looking at the spacing and put it in. I don't have anything that I'm copying. I'm just taking inspiration from the flow of her shirt really right now. Oh no, I got some paint on the side there. Wonder if I can get rid of that. Probably not. So I did hear back from Courtney about her favorite hot press paper, and it's the Stonehenge one. I've never tried Stonehenge paper. Anyone tried that one? And does anybody else use hot press paper, and can you tell me which one your favorite is? Okay, I'm going to come back to the pattern because I need to go over, and it's still wet, so I'm going to come back to that. I need more yellow. I need to create a red for that bird. Okay, I'm going to make that red now, taking my magenta and my yellow, and maybe a little bit more magenta. Because the Grosbeak, which I have used the female stance of the Grosbeak, and well, this isn't as bright as I want it, but we'll put it on anyway, and we can always brighten up. I mean, it's not bad. Like, you really don't need to go and buy a red paint. You just get the magenta, and then you have your CMYK colors that they use for printing, and you can create your full spectrum. Which one is your paper? This is the Daler-Rowney. I'll show you the, oops, I just hit that. It's called the Langton Mold Made Watercolor, and it is hot pressed Daler-Rowney. And it is 140 pounds in weight. And I am loving it. But I'd like to try some others, so I'm going to try some others. Okay, let's add a tiny little bit of blue to this to make the green, the brown, green, the brown. Maybe add a tiny little bit more. Blue. Okay, just gonna get this filled in for my first coat, and then I will add some darker areas. Has anybody tried hot press paper with gouache? If you haven't, you must. Put it on your Christmas list. It is a definite must. Definite, definite. So yeah, again, we will not be here tomorrow morning. If you are a Patreon, you will have gotten a link. It doesn't matter which tier you are at with Patreon this week. I am inviting everybody. Usually there's the sketch and meet tier, which only gets invited to meets, but this week we are having an open meet, and then also some past patrons have been invited to the birthday meets. Hopefully they can make it. If they can't make it, that's okay. Alright, a little bit of this kind of like a pinky tone underneath here. It definitely needs to be a little bit whiter. Look, I'm starting with the bird today. I will be working on the portrait too, but I felt so bad yesterday. I didn't even get the bird done. And then somebody messaged me, it was Susan, and she said, is there any place that we can watch you paint the bird? The whole idea was to do birds in December and paint birds every morning, and I ended up painting the portrait yesterday. It happens, I know, it happens. Oops, something got in there, that paint. Some blue in there. I don't know how that got in. Actually, this red can be a little bit darker down there. Oh, and that brown bit has to be right up on the head. I didn't realize that. Oh, I don't like how gouache crumbles. This is really, honestly, like, I'm using this palette paper, but it's not the best. I should really have it in a Tupperware box and then put it in the fridge every night. But I'm not wasting too much, I don't feel. But it is, uh-oh. See that spot on there? Water spot. I should really be more aware of just doing that so that I don't waste any, because I don't like it when it gets crumbly. You've got to wait for this to dry. I'm impatient. Okay, let's get a little bit of her hair on. Her hair is very dark, so I can make a dark brown for her hair using all my red, all my pink, all my magenta. I don't have a black, I just have these colors, so I'm trying to get my darkest darks, and I think this color is actually fine for this. I could just go over the feet that I had done, but why sketch it out and then go all the way over it? So I'm trying to keep at least, because I do like the positioning of how I've added the feet, so I'm going to try and keep the sketch there. I need to, so this is the first layer of the hair, so there are going to be other layers. So this is just the first layer, and then I'm going to finish off the background. See how I changed this background, how I went over and I added another layer, because it just wasn't popping, so I had to do that with that one. Yeah, I can make this a lot bluer, I think, this color. Just get the bulk of the shape of her head. Oh my goodness, I only have 15 minutes left. How did that happen? This has to be like a 2-hour morning. This is not working out. I may have to start a little bit earlier, and then whoever can make it earlier, great. And if you can't, because if I'm on YouTube, I can still do an earlier. I may have to do that. Not tomorrow and the next day, because those are our birthday meets, but maybe Friday I'm going to have to, well, it'll be upside down Friday. They really need a lot of extra time. Okay, I'm just going to get her skin tone on quickly. Just took the first base, the base color. And then I'll finish the background. Probably use a bigger brush for this. And still see a little bit of the pencil underneath. Hello. Julie says, I'll be live from the train. C says, it was a beautiful bird and portrait. Thank you. Pearlie says, good morning. Pearlie says, waiting is the hardest part. Waiting for things to dry. I went over the teeth on this bottom bit. Is that what you mean, Pearlie? The waiting for the paint to dry? Oh, I just went over that nice little shine. Should have kept that. I always say to keep that. Especially waiting for the paint to dry. Louise says, I'll miss you guys over the next few days of Zooming. Louisa, if you want to join Zoomer with us, I'll send you the links. Come and enjoy a morning of Zooming with us. You're always here. It would be nice to have you. Just let me know and I will send you the links. Okay, just looking at, so that you get an idea. See, I left the light here. Forgot about the cheek area. Let's just get the lip in. You know, I usually like just blocking everything in, but I feel like with gouache and something like this, you do need to just plan it a little bit before you start. Well, with this kind of technique, I guess. I want to do her dreads as well. This is going to take me a long time after this, I know it is. Okay, I think I need to put pink on her top down here. Just using the pink that I've got on my palette. So you can see all the colors on here. And I can look at the feet as well. I wasn't very careful with that because the legs are quite narrow. And the beak, add a tiny little bit more yellow to that colour. Definitely needs more white. I can just get filled in everything that I need to fill in. Oh, that's actually darker there. Louisa, okay, thanks. I just messaged you on IG, but it's saying it can't be delivered. I think I sent a request if you... Oh, okay. Okay, I will check it out. All right, let's have a look. We need a darker, maybe a dark green would be nice. Let's have a look. A bright dark green. Oh, it needs to be a little bit more opaque to go over the top. Actually, this is a pretty green. That's better. I feel like this could be like a dress pattern or something. Tropical dress pattern. I like creating a foreground and then having your background pattern. Pearly says, I love how the woman looks so fierce and the bird is so mellow. Well, yeah, she's her calm in the storm. You know how there's always one partnership which is the calm. You can't have two crazies in a house. So are you the calm or are you the storm in your house? What are you? I want to know. I was going to use mixed media this month. I guess I'm not using mixed media. I guess that changed. Some of you are using mixed media, aren't you? I think I just enjoyed how the gouache was working on this paper. Maybe if I run out of paper and I don't have any more paper, I will have to use some different mediums. I don't know. I feel like I should be keeping the same consistent style and medium throughout the month. Well, again, I did not finish the bird or the portrait, but you'll see later how it turns out. So a few things to sign up for. If you are a Patreon or if you are a Substack subscriber, I have added all the links to the meets in some emails that you will have received. If you are not and you come to our sessions regularly here, if you want to message me and you want to come to our mornings, you are more than welcome. It's just 2 days this week because we have birthdays, so we just wanted to be a little bit more face to face and chat, and so please do message me. Tomorrow is our Peacefully Painting Hands. If you haven't signed up and you want to, it's a workshop, a 2-hour workshop. We're going to be drawing painting hands and then completing a finished piece with a message. It's always nice to put messages out there into the universe, peaceful ones. And what else? We have a favorite mug meet this weekend. I'm excited about that. Thank you to Sarah and Lou did Lou? Sarah and Heike definitely have posted. Did you, Lou, as well? I saw that you logged into the Padlet. Anyway, get your mugs posted. Even if you can't make the meet, get your mug posted, because then we can paint your mug, and then when you watch the replay, you can paint it with us. What else? Oh, on Substack today, if you're not signed up to my newsletter, I am going to be doing a little post about Buku's new book, Winter Celebrations, which I just received in the mail the other day. I'm super excited about it. There's some beautiful projects if you're wanting to do some Christmas or holidays inspired projects, crafting. It's a great book. I think that's it. Pearlie says probably the storm. She's the storm. Meryl is the storm. She says, I forgot to, still using gouache. Thanks, Pearlie. And Sue says, remind of the times. Yes, absolutely. Question mark. Julie says, haven't yet. C, you will have received an email from Patreon. So go into your emails and have a look. There is a Padlet with your favorite mug meet Padlet to add your favorite mug for this weekend. All right, everybody, I have to go. I'm liking how it's turning out. It is very colorful. The bird will not look so cartoonish when it is finished, and she will not look so simple and basic. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on Zoom for Maria's birthday. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. There are 18 of you watching and only 12 have thumbed up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And thank you for your comments if you don't join during the live. Look at messy me. Thank you, Maria. Jeanette says, I think I'm the calm, but Jean may disagree. I think that's the same as me, Janan. I think I'm the calm, but I think my husband, Ron, may disagree. Thank you for the thumbs up. Louise says, there is always white paint for mess. Yes, there is, but I haven't had to do that with any of these. All of these are nice and clean. I think because I worked further down this today with my palette, and it got a little bit messy. Anyway, take care, everybody. Bye.